Good morning everyone, and welcome to my first video of my first ever Vlogmas. I have been next level excited to make a Vlogmas for about 3 years now, since I started my original channel, which I will link down below for you. I have wanted to do a Vlogmas for years, and this year I'm actually sitting down and doing it, and this is the very first Vlogmas I've ever done. I'm really excited. I've just finished editing my Christmas tree decorating video, and this first kind of week of my Vlogmas is just really going to be going around the rest of the house and decorating as much as I possibly can. I feel like this year I want to go a little bit extra with Christmas. So as some of you guys will know who have followed me over on my other channel, I recently separated from my husband, and he was not, well, he isn't, he's not dead. He is not a big fan of Christmas. So I kind of toned down how much I decorated for the years that I was married to him. And this year I feel like I can really just let loose and be myself and have this amazing Christmas. And for me, one of the most exciting and fun things about Christmas is the decorating. I love Christmas decorating. I love being surrounded by beautiful things. I love making my home feel cozy and warm and welcoming. I love hosting. Christmas is my moment. And I absolutely love it. So I've gone a little bit overboard this year with decorations. There are a lot of areas in my home that I don't usually decorate that I will be decorating this year. So I know that there's going to be some areas that I have bought bits for that might need different bits or extra bits, or maybe I've got too much for, so it's going to be kind of trial and error with a lot of the areas in my home. But I'm so excited to make this video for you, this very first Vlogmas. So I'm going to get this uploaded. You will see this on the 23rd of November, and you will see this probably the week after. So yeah, let's get going. I think what we're going to do today is I'm going to continue downstairs. So we did the big Christmas tree yesterday, which was, and always is, a family thing. Basically, I put the tree up, I put the lights on, I put the ribbon and the kind of beading on, and then the teens come down and they do all of the baubles and the rest of the decorations. So that's kind of like a team effort. We make a day of it. We go and we get a takeaway and we watch a movie and we make a whole day of decorating the main tree. But from there, it's me. It's me going around doing everything else, and I love it. So I think we're going to continue with the lounge today, and I think I'm going to do the second tree that's in the lounge, which technically is over in the dining room area. It's a small little 6-foot pencil tree, and it's going to have a nutcracker theme. So I've bought a few packets of little nutcracker ornaments. I've got some baubles, and I have some kind of clip-on poinsettia flowers and some ribbon, and I think it's going to look really lovely. So I'm going to take you guys downstairs where the tree is. We're going to make a lovely big hot chocolate, and we're going to get decorating on that next tree. Let's go. Okay, so this is the tree in question, the one we're going to be doing today, the nutcracker tree. I'm all set up, I've got all my decorations around me, and I've got my great big hot chocolate. This is going to be the last outing for this gorgeous pumpkin mug this year. I got this from Asda, and it's part of the Stacey Solomon collection, which I'm pretty much in love with everything. But this, I love it so much. It is a little bit difficult to drink out of, but sometimes we have to compromise for beautiful things. So I'm having my lovely big hot chocolate in that, and then I'm going to get cracking and start getting this tree done. I think I'm going to start off by popping on like the ribbons and all like the bulky stuff, and then I will finish off by popping on the actual decorations and the nutcrackers. Let's see how it looks. So I just want to show you now the ribbon's on, how it looks. I accidentally picked up a non-wired ribbon for this one, so it was a little bit more difficult to manipulate, but I still think it looks really nice without being overpowering. I do have another roll of this, but I want to put everything else on first and see how it looks. Let me just step back a minute. There we go. That's what it's currently looking like. Definitely I'm going to need some red baubles, I think. I've got gold baubles for this tree, and I definitely want to bring out more red because I'm loving how it's looking against the green. My other tree over the other side of the room, if I turn slowly, is flocked. So the red doesn't look right. But on this tree, I definitely want some more golden red, so I'm going to pop out and get some small red baubles at some point, but we're going to do what we can with it for now, and then I will show you it at the end of today, and I'll show you it later on, probably in next week's vlog if I don't get to the shops. I'll show you it with the red baubles on as well. So next up, I think I am going to start adding, I've got some little clip-on gold poinsettias that I really want to pop on the bits where it pinches and attaches onto the tree. I think that's going to look really, really pretty. So I'm going to attach those next, and we'll see how that goes. I'm going to add some extras around the place as well, so it doesn't just look like it's only on the ribbon. I'm thinking about maybe making a topper with the rest of that bow. We'll see when we get to that point. Okay, right, so this tree is all finished as far as it's getting done today. I am going to go definitely and pick up some red baubles. I did decide to use that last ribbon and make a little topper for it, a little ribbon topper. I'll show you some close-ups now, but I'll show you later on in the week, maybe next week, when I've put the red balls on it as well. Good morning everyone, and welcome to Vlogmas day 2. This morning we have snow. I mean, it's not the biggest snow in the world, but we have snow anyway, which makes me very excited to continue on with the Christmas decorations that we're going to be doing today. So today I thought we would focus on the stairs and landing area. So I don't usually do all that much with the stairs and landing. I tend to just put some new kind of Christmassy art in the frames that go up the stairs. But this year I wanted to go, like I said yesterday, a little bit extra. And I've got new art for the frames as I would normally. But I've also got 2 big, long, 9-foot garlands that I'm going to attach to the banisters, balustrades, and light up, and I'm really excited to get that done. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you onto the stairs and landing. I'm going to show you where we're going to be popping things, and then we're just going to get straight on and get started with it. This is the tree we did yesterday. I found out the issue with the focus is because I've got the tree lights on, so whenever I'm talking to you in front of a tree for the time being, lights are going to be off, I'm afraid, but I will be in focus. So it's a toss-up, tree, focus, either or. So yeah, let's show you what bit I'm doing today. Okay, so I'm currently at the top of the stairs, just standing inside my bedroom door to show you the areas that we're going to be covering today. So I have garlanding to go across this top banister and then down this one. As you can see, I've already got the lights. They arrived a couple of days ago and I just strung them out to make sure they were going to be long enough. I also got a small runner rug to conceal the wire because it's going to have to plug in here and we don't want to be tripping. So I've got this rug here. This is going to go into the kitchen in the new year, and then I'm going to pop my Christmas canvas prints into these 3 frames. I think I want to start with that, get that done first, and then we'll move on to the garlands. so next up is going to be the garland. I've got these S hooks that came with some utensils that I bought that actually fit over the banisters really, really well, and I can hang the garland onto these. Garland attached. I've got the lights inside. The S hooks were absolutely not enough. This thing wants to fall, so I ended up winding some string around it and around the banister. It doesn't look particularly beautiful here, but you can't really see it unless you're looking. I have had to kind of pause here for the time being because this bit on the top banister is too long by about, I don't know, majority of a foot, maybe 25 centimetres. And then this garland here is too short by slightly more than that, but I can probably figure it out. I've had to stop now because my wire cutters or my pliers aren't doing it. So I'm going to have to wait until my wire cutters that I've just ordered from Amazon come, cut this bit off, attach it onto this, and then I can probably fluff it enough so that it comes up to at least here so that it's not getting caught on people. But yeah, this is what it's looking like so far. I really like it. And my pictures here could do with a bit of work, but they are absolutely fine for now and very festive and jolly. I'm going to take a little break and then I will come back to this when I can show you a bit more. Hello again. So because we can't finish the garland project today, I'm going to move on to what would actually be tomorrow's project, which is my Christmas window in the kitchen. So I'm going to do this today because I know I have everything I need, should have everything I need to do this. And then tomorrow when my wire cutters come, we will continue with the garlanding. So I need to clear this off, get all my stuff out, and we're going to set up our little Christmas window. It's going to be kind of gingerbread theme, little tree, Santa. Granted, it's not Christmas, not gingerbread themed. But yeah, the kitchen is going to be gingerbread themed with one little Santa in here because I've got to have a Santa in every room. So I'm going to get cracking on getting this cleared off, and then we're going to do a little bit of a time lapse of me doing the little Christmas window. Okay, so here it is, my little kitchen windowsill for Christmas. I have my Christmas pudding wax melt burner that my husband got for me for my birthday. I'm currently using up the last of my Egyptian cotton wax melts, but this will soon be gingerbread. I have my little Santa plate. It's not actually a plate, it's just like a wall mounted disc. I've had to push him forward a little bit with a couple of trivets because he was sitting a little bit too far back for what I wanted. But I love him, he's lovely. And then of course my gingerbread tree. I do have a couple of rose gold coloured cookie cutters that I thought would look really nice on here along with all the gingers. But I'm really happy with this. I'm not sure if I'm actually even going to bother with a topper, but I might get a few little velvet ribbons or some little, you know, peppermint candy or even candy canes. I've got like mini ones, but they're too small. Maybe I'll put some candy canes on here. Oh, actually I've got some candy canes, one sec. Oh my goodness, look how cute. I dug out my candy canes. I don't usually put edibles on the tree because they tend to go a bit gammy, but they look so adorable. I love this tree so much. I don't think I'm going to put lights on it. I think I like it just as it is. But it's so cute. I'm really happy with that little windowsill. That's so sweet. The only thing I might add is some kind of a pillar candle here. So move this forward a little bit and pop some kind of a pillar candle there would be really nice. Maybe an advent candle or something. So sweet. I love it. Good morning everyone and welcome to day 3 of my first week of Vlogmas. I didn't actually record anything yesterday because I had a lazy day. I won't pretend that I didn't. I sat around and watched a lot of Netflix and I didn't get anything done because I was waiting for my wire cutters for the garland that we started yesterday to come, and they didn't come till really late. So I kind of folded a little bit and had a lazy day. But today we are in the kitchen. We are going to continue on with our decorating. I'm going to do the rest of the kitchen today, which isn't actually all that much because I'm hoping now that my wire cutters are actually here, I can get on and finish that garland as well and we can button that up. So there is just one thing coming for the kitchen that I haven't got yet, and that is I bought like a runner carpet for the floor because we have very chilly toes going on at the moment in here. This room always stays cold. I came down this morning and it was 13 degrees, so it was cold anyway. That's Celsius. I think it's about 54, 55 Fahrenheit, something like that this morning. So it was really cold. So I am the Michelin man this morning. I've got about 4 layers on. I'm still cold. I'm hoping that I'm going to actually kind of warm up while I'm getting all this stuff done. So today we are going to finish off in here. I'm going to do the 2 shelves. I really want to get the hot chocolate bar set up. We're not going to be using it just yet. I just want to get it set up. I've got a food shop coming tomorrow and there's kind of hot chocolate and all the good stuff in that I can actually fill it up with, but I want to get it set up and ready to go so that when the stuff does arrive I can pop it straight into the hot chocolate bar and we can get rock and rolling with Christmas. This is how my windowsill ended up yesterday. I did mess about with putting a pillar candle here and it just looked too cluttered. I'm not sure if this is how it's going to be permanently. I think the problem I've got is there's too many round things. I need a different kind of, a different shape. So I might move this and put my little light up gingerbread house here. I think that might fit a little bit better. And then I will find somewhere else for this. But for now, That's going to stay there, and I'm just going to use it as is. But I still love my little gingerbread tree. I'm very, very happy with it. But yeah, let's get these old shelves cleared off, and then I'll show you what I'm decorating with today. Okay, so these are the 2 shelves that I have cleared off for decorating today. This one is just going to be general bits and bobs. I'm going to try and put it together so it just looks nice and festive. It doesn't need to be particularly beautiful, but I do want it to look nice and festive. And then this lower shelf here, this is the one that I turned upside down while I was cleaning, because they've got like a lip on these that makes them a little bit narrow for the bits that I want to put on them. So I turned this one upside down, and this one is going to be the hot chocolate station ready for Christmas. I would have liked to have had the hot chocolate station over by the kettle. That makes more sense, but there's just not the space over there at the moment. It might be that I can rejig things as we go through December and be able to move it over there, but I think here will be fine for now. So I'll show you what I'm going to be decorating with today. And then here we go. So this is everything that I've got so far for the kitchen for decorating with besides the tree, of course. So I'm just going to run through it really, really quickly, and then we're going to start getting everything up on the shelves. So I have this really lovely Noel sign ornament, what do you want to call it, that's got this really lovely texture on it, like mistletoe, holly and snowflakes. Really, really lovely. And I think that kind of lends to the theme of gingerbread I've got in here, because it looks almost as if it's been iced. This I'm pretty sure was from B&M, but it could have been the range. It's one of the 2. Then I have this cute little owl, which I actually picked up from the charity shop, and I think it just, the textures are just so nice together. They kind of mimic each other, and I love that. Yeah, I picked this up from a charity shop for like, I think 30p, something like that. I have for the hot chocolate bar this snowman mug. His little hat comes off, and I thought this would be great to put the little spoons in, and maybe a couple of candy canes or something like that. My daughter picked this up for me from, I think it was from Flying Tiger. Yep, Flying Tiger. His hat's just fallen off, how annoying. Then I have this light up gingerbread house. This one very definitely is from B&M. It's got a little light inside. I have this lovely Christmas book, which again I picked up at charity shop a couple of weeks ago. It's so thick, and it's full of gorgeous recipes and things to make. I really like it. It was a bit of a steal. I got this for £5 from the local charity shop, which is still a lot for a book, I won't deny it, but there's so much in here. There's so many good recipes. I'm looking forward to trying some of those over the Christmas period. I'd really like to put that on the shelf. Then I have a sign for the hot chocolate bar here. It's going to go probably up on the wall behind it. The jars themselves for the hot chocolate bar here. This was from B&M 3 or 4 years ago, I think. It wasn't a lot, maybe 12, 13 pounds, something like that. Some little spoons for the hot chocolates. I do have another one somewhere, but it's gone missing. Of course, haven't even used it yet and it's gone missing. I have a lovely metal gingerbread sign that's going to go up on the wall. This was from the range. And then the last couple of bits are just this oven glove with Christmas pudding on it, and then we have kind of matching tea towels with Christmas puddings, and then with mince pies. Both very, very cute. So we're going to get cracking and see if we can make all this kind of stuff work on the shelves. Only thing that's not going to be going on the shelves from this is the gingerbread sign, which is going to be going on the wall above the sink. Okay, so I'm going to try and keep it quite simple for the hot chocolate bar. I'm just going to pop out the actual jars. I'm going to pop them right in the middle, I think, maybe over slightly like that. And then next to that I'm going to pop the little snowman cup with the spoons inside. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. I think I want some candy canes in there. I've got a couple left over from where I was decorating the little Christmas tree. Oh, so cute. So cute. I love that. Yes. And his little hat, just so it doesn't get lost, I'm going to just pop it next to him there. Then I think, probably this little gingerbread house. Oh yeah, I like that, that's so cute. I'm gonna leave a little bit of space here because I have a hook there that I hang my gilet on for when I'm going out into the garden. So I do need a little bit of space here. It tends to puff out and it does cover this kind of bit of the shelf. So I'm gonna kind of scooch it over a little bit so it can still be visible. And then the last thing for this shelf, I think, is probably going to be the hot cocoa thing there, which I'm gonna just pop up with a couple of nails now. I'll pop you on time lapse for that. Okay, so next shelf here, you'll have to excuse, this is where I had the the cordless hoover, and I need to take this little unit off the wall. My husband actually has the cordless hoover with him, so I can take this off the wall now and fill the gaps. So just ignore it for today, it doesn't exist. We're working on this shelf here. So I think I'm going to start off with the big Christmas book because it's so massive. But I think I'm probably going to pop it at this end. Hoping the shelf can take the weight. Yes, it can. Pop that there. And then, let's see, I do still want to keep some kitchen-y things going on in here. So maybe like my salt and pepper shakers there. I definitely want to have still a chopping board up there. So pop that. Let's see. Scooch that up there. And then I'll pop my little Noel. Oh, I really like that. Okay, I think I'm going to leave that at that. I'm not going to go any more there. But I don't have my little owl placed yet. So I think I'm going to pop him just here with my snowman. Oh, it's so cute. Yes. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, so this is how they've ended up. I'm really quite happy with how they've gone. I want them to be festive but not too in your face. I like that we've got a designated hot chocolate station here. And it's so simple, like we can just grab this off, take it over to the kettle, make a hot chocolate and then pop it back here. So it's not taking up counter space, but it's still looking nice and festive. I really like that. So all that's really left is to pop up my gingerbread sign and put out these tea towels, and that is actually the kitchen done for now. The gingerbread sign, I do actually have a nail already up there that did used to hold a big clock. I'm wondering, I'm going to pop this on and we're going to see, because I really don't want to make another hole if I don't have to, because I'm a little bit concerned here about where the water lines run down to the sink. It might be a little bit high. Oh, I can't reach, I'm too short. Oh, do you know, it's actually okay. I'm okay with that. I really would like, and it might be before Christmas, but I really would like to kind of put an open shelf here. I do want to eventually for like teapots and things like that, but if I can put one here for now, reserve the other one and put that one up later, then that's going to look really cute, because I do have up in the loft my Christmas pudding shaped teapot, and I do have a few Christmas mugs, and that will look really, really cute there. So yeah, I'm going to leave that at that height. And I'll see about getting a shelf put up. I'm going to get a man in to do it because, like I say, I'm not too sure where the water lines run. I know they come down this wall and I really don't want to hit a water pipe or electrical or anything like that. So I'm going to get a guy to come in and actually do that. Or a girl, you know. There's plenty of female tradies as well now. And put a lovely shelf in. I'm hoping for like, I really would like a raw live edge oak, like thick floating shelf here, but I'm not sure how that's going to look. The rest of the kitchen is quite modern looking, so I might get something a little bit cleaner, but that's going to look so lovely with like teapots and stuff on it at Christmas. So yeah, I'm happy with that there for now. So the last thing today really is just these tea towels and this oven mitt. Now these are just going to be decorative. I'm not going to be using them. My kind of seasonal tea towels and showy things are literally just showy. They don't get used. So I don't really mind if they're not in the most logical place, but I really would like them visible. Obviously they're here for decoration, so I would like them visible. My apologies, I just had to stop there for a little sneezing session. So the only thing I don't like about this cooker is I used to be able to hang my tea towel over the bar, but this bar's kind of sealed in, you can't get anything over it, which is a little bit annoying. And then I thought, okay, well I can put a hook underneath the extractor and hang it from there, and that will look really cute. But then that obstructs the lid of the cooker from opening, so I'm having to think on my feet a little bit here. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to lift up this lid, and then I'm going to hook one of the tea towels over it. Now I'm aware this is a fire hazard. Please be aware this is a fire hazard if you're copying this at home. This is a fire hazard, a really big one, okay? So please make sure that you're being careful, that you're being safe with it. And I'm going to go in and I'm just going to pop this tea towel over the lid, and then when I'm cooking I'll just pop it off while I'm cooking and then put it back on again afterwards. This lid is open most of the time anyway, because we can't put anything hot onto the lid while it's closed. It's not really heat protected, so it stays open for most of the time anyway, and I'll just remember to make sure I take that off when I'm cooking, and then I'll pop it back on again afterwards. So that just leaves the remaining tea towel and the oven mitt, which I'm going to pop, I think, on the radiator. So I know that this is not particularly wonderful for when we're heating the house. I think next year when I have that shelf above the sink, I might put some hooks underneath the shelf, kind of hanging down, so I can hang bits from it. But that's absolutely fine for now. We can still get the heat coming out of here, and then the shelf kind of pushes it forwards, and it's not stopping all that much. But yeah, I think there definitely will be some hooks next year underneath over these shelves, or the tall one, or the shelf that I've got above the sink to hang these from. So the last thing that I have to put out today, which I actually forgot to get down and show you when I was showing you what I'm going to be decorating with today, is this lovely gingerbread biscuit barrel, biscuit tin. I don't want to call it a tin because it's not a tin. It's like a ceramic, you know, biscuit barrel. So obviously the lid comes off and you put your biscuits inside. I've currently got Christmas cookie cutters in here, and I'm also going to add into this our gingerbread house cutters. So each year it's become a little bit of a tradition. We've done it the last couple of years now. Me and the kids will get together one night during December, close to Christmas, kind of in the week before Christmas somewhere, and we have a gingerbread house competition. So this year I bought some gingerbread cutters rather than buying one ready-made, and we're going split into two teams, and we're going to make little gingerbread houses. So I'm going to pop the gingerbread cutters into here so that it's all together in one place, and then as I buy sweeties and bits like that to decorate the gingerbread houses with, I'll pop them in here as well. And I think this, as much as I like it just sitting there, to be honest, I'm going to pop on top of the fridge. This does light up. I'm going to put some batteries in it before I put it up, but it probably won't get, let me show you it. Okay, so this is what it looks like lit up. It takes 3 AA batteries. It is really cute, and I might light it up on kind of gingerbread night so that we've got that little bit of cuteness. But I don't like how the light comes out of the chimney. I don't know, I don't like that. It makes this big pool of light on the ceiling. I might block up the chimney with something. And also I'm not a huge fan of multicoloured lights. Now I get on gingerbread houses, you know, they're to represent sweeties, and sweeties are never just one colour, of course, and it makes perfect logical sense. There's nothing wrong with it. But if I've got just warm white lights everywhere else, a lot of these are cool toned, and the multicolours just, it throws everything off for me. So I probably won't light it up very often, but I did want to show you it lit up. This is from the range. I can't remember how much it was because it didn't actually have a price on it, but my sister looked it up and I think it was somewhere between 20 and 30 pounds. A little bit more than I wanted to spend, but I really do like it. And this is going to sit on top of my fridge just as a piece up there to fill the gap. There is a big gap at the top of my fridge between the fridge and the ceiling, and it would be nice to have something festive to fill that, and this is going to be it. So at the moment I've got a couple of chopping boards, the speaker, and my spare kitchen towel up there, which obviously can't stay if it's going to have a decorative thing on it. So I'm just going to pop those down. I'm not entirely sure where I'm going to put the speaker. The speaker has been an issue since the minute we got it. We upgraded our old let's just say digital assistants. We upgraded our old ones to these ones, and they are better. I won't deny that they're better. However, they don't come with mounts so that you can put them on the wall. So they just kind of sit, and they're a really awkward shape. I don't know where I'm going to put it. I'll find it somewhere. But for now, our lovely gingerbread is going to go up there. Ooh. See, I wanted something big because it's a big space, so you can't really see it. Let me just pull the camera up. Okay, so I wanted something big up here because you can see the size of the void. I'll get that roll of stuff down as well. I'm thinking I might get a few of the big bottle brush trees or a couple of ceramic trees up there with it, because it looks a bit lonely up there on its own. But I'm happy that I do have a little Christmassy touch on top of the fridge as well now. Okay guys, so the finished product. I wanted festive but not over the top, and I think I've kind of got that. I'm going to move around really slowly because I know sometimes I move the camera too quickly and you get shaky angles. So I have my Christmas pudding tea towel on here, and then moving up onto the wall I have my lovely gingerbread sign, which I'm so happy with. I don't know if I said that is from the range, that one, and that is going to last years because it's made of metal. Then I have my gingerbread tree with candy canes, and my windowsill with Santa, and my little Christmas pudding wax melt burner. And then I'll pan round as slow as I can. I'm sorry guys if this is too quick. I'm really bad at doing it slowly. There we go. So here I have my little hot chocolate station all set up and ready to go, with my gingerbread house, the hot chocolate station itself, the sign, the little snowman with the Christmas spoons, and that gorgeous little owl. And then finally up here I have my shelf, which actually I really like this one. I was thinking it was going to look a bit bitty, but I actually really like that. So I've got my lovely Noel sign, a chopping board, my salt and pepper grinders, and my lovely Christmas book. And finally up at the top here I have my gingerbread house. Now there are a couple more bits that I want to add to the kitchen before I do my festive house tour. There is a festive house tour coming. It will probably be early December, I would imagine, and it's going to be across both channels. But they'll give you the final look of the kitchen when I do that. But yeah, I am really very happy with how it's looking at the moment. It's not over the top, but it's definitely festive, and I'm very happy with that. So let's get on with this garland. Okay, so the heating is finally kicking in. So I have been able to take off that big jumper, and we are back on the stairs and landing with the garland that we started a couple of days ago. And today I have finally managed to cut the end of this one. I don't know that it's going to be enough to bridge this gap in full, which is a little bit sad. The piece that I took off, that's all I could get, but I think I can probably make that work. There will be a little bit at the end here that I'm not in love with the idea of there being that bit missing, but it's better than having a huge, like, foot-long gap at the end there. So I'm going to get this piece attached. I'm just going to attach it the same as I did with the rest of it. Just wrap it around with some string. The S-hooks were no good for that, but I have found a use for those that you will see later on, either in this vlog or maybe the next one. So I have still got the S-hooks and I am going to be using them. And then once I've got that attached and kind of weaved in so it looks like it's a part of the main garland, I'm going to start attaching some baubles, some beaded garland and some of those clip-on poinsettias that I used on the Nutcracker tree. So I have my hot glue gun warming up. While that's warming up, I'm going to attach this bit and then I'll divide out the decorations that I've got into two so that I've got kind of the same amount for each garland. So I have, let's just sit on the stairs here. So I have this gold beaded garland. I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to run it through, but I definitely want that a little bit of sparkle in there, so I'm sure I'll figure it out. And then in this tub here I have what's left of the gold bauble selection and the clip-on poinsettias. So hopefully that's going to be enough to do all of both garlands. If not, I might have to pop out. I do have, this is my last day at work and then I've got 4 days off. So I can always pop out to B&M and buy some more little filler bits for it if I need to. But what I would really like to do, and it's a little kind of cutesy DIY that maybe you guys can do with me, is I'm just going to cut up a couple of like cardboard boxes. I've got about 1 million of them because at this point in the year I've got an Amazon delivery coming pretty much every day now. So yeah, I'm going to cut up some boxes. I'm going to wrap them in some gold Christmas wrapping paper. I think I've got some left, and make tiny little presents that I can stick all along the garland as well. So let me get that bit attached and I will catch you when the hot glue is ready and that bit is attached. Okay, so that bit is now attached and the hot glue gun is ready to go. So hopefully you can see me and the garland. I will angle this down so you can see what I'm doing with the beading. But basically this was 15 meters and I had to cut a little bit of it off to use on the main Christmas tree because the one that I had was a little bit too short. So I really, before I do anything else, I just want to make sure that I've got enough length on these to, oh my gosh, it's so pretty, to do both of these garlands. So I'm just going to wrap one end and I'm just going to kind of loosely, just so I've got a bit of room to play with, run it down the garland. And then I'm going to do the same on the stairs and I'm just going to make sure that we've got enough. I think I will have, I think it's going to be fine, but I really want to make sure because I don't want to run out like I did with the garland. So I'm just going to do that and then I'll come back and I'll show you how I'm going to attach it on. Right, so the good news is I've got plenty, which is wonderful. So now I need to decide how I'm going to use it actually on the garland. I've got a lot of room to play with this. I've got maybe 1 meter left over on this garland, and the other garland I've just kind of swagged it really lazily so there's enough room. So I need to decide. Originally I wanted it to kind of swag on the side that is visible. So on the stairs it will be towards the stairs, on the landing it will be towards the landing, and I wanted to have a pretty little swag kind of like this. Let me show you. So I kind of want to have swags like this, maybe a little smaller, kind of like that, just to hint that there's some pretty sparkles underneath there, and then on top we'll have the baubles and the poinsettias. I think that's going to look really pretty. My other option is to zigzag it across, which also looks really nice, but I think is going to be obscured by the baubles and the poinsettias. So I think I'm going to do the little swags, and I'm just going to go along really slowly with my glue gun. I'm going to create each little swag like this. I'll try and get them all kind of even, and then I'm going to come in just with a dot of hot glue and just dot a hot glue onto the branch and stick the garland onto, not the garland, you know, the beaded, what is a garland? Beaded garland onto that, and we'll just go along the whole way, try and get the swags fairly uniform, and hopefully we'll have enough at the end and that will look really pretty. So I'm going to pop you on a time lapse while I do that, and then we're going to have a look once it's finished and see if we like it. If we don't like it, it's okay, because, you know, we can still remove the hot glue from these quite easily, so we can always change it. Okie dokie, so a little close up for you. So they are kind of uniform but kind of haphazard. I wanted them to look like they are kind of naturally laying. So some are a little deeper than others, some are a little longer than others. I really like how that's looking so far. I like the glitz that it gives to the garland. I think it's going to look really nice once I've got all of the baubles on. And I was thinking while I was doing this, although I want this on the outer edge, at the bottom of the stairs you can see both sides of the garland, so I will need some extra to do the other side as well. So I'm just going to divide up the baubles and the poinsettias now, and then I'm just going to hot glue those exactly like I did this. Again, I'll pop you on a time lapse and I will show you at the end. I am genuinely so happy with how this garland is looking right now. I would still like to make a few of the little presents, and I think I would like to put them where it joins on, because I feel like that needs finishing that little bit there. But I'm genuinely so happy with how this came out, and it just goes to show you can take a cheap garland, add some lights and a few very cheap, I mean, I think this beading was £3. These poinsettias I've had for years, but you can pick them up very cheaply, and a few cheap baubles, and you can make a really expensive looking beautiful garland, which you can then take out every single year and not have to spend the money every single year on expensive garlands. I'm so happy with it. I'm gonna do the stairs. I'm probably not gonna put that on a time lapse because you've already seen. But I will show you it at the end. I'm so happy with it. Look at that. Wonderful. Okay, it's all finished. I am genuinely thrilled to bits with this. I'm really, really happy. I mean, this isn't perfect, but there's not a lot I can do about that. I might get individual strands of lights next year for each of these, so I don't have this. But that's okay, it's no big deal. I might do a big like bow or something. But I'm genuinely so happy with how it's looking. I've managed to get it to sit on top of the balustrade for now. It probably won't stay there. I've been wrestling with it this whole time. Excuse me. I've been wrestling with it the whole time because it really wants to flop forwards. And I want it to sit on top of the banister, and there's only so much I can really do to keep it that way. Especially this one. This one I have just let lean because it doesn't want to sit on top. But I've got all of the baubles on, the poinsettias. There's not so many poinsettias on this one. The reason being because I didn't want it to look too cluttered as you're coming up the stairs anyway. But also I needed some for the other side. I'll show you that in just a sec when I get down there. Still trying to move slowly for you guys. So yeah, here we go. So this is the other side. If it'll focus. You gonna focus? Wow, it's not gonna focus. Wow. But yes, you can see how it's going up to the top there. I've made the swags a little bit more generous on this one, just because otherwise all you see is just banister and it's rubbish. Oh my goodness, will you please just focus? Oh, for heaven's sake. There we go, now it's going to focus. But I'm actually putting, so the S hooks I have saved, and they are under this at the moment, because I'm going to hook the children's stockings on here, because there's not enough room on the fire. They hang too low and it looks really strange. So I'm actually going to hang them going up the stairs underneath this garland. A, because they'll hang better here, and B, to cover up some of the banister. I really don't like the banisters here, so it'll be really nice to have them kind of covered up a little bit for the Christmas season, and it will help this look, because it goes like stark, 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 glitz and glam Christmas. It's kind of like Nana's Christmas. I know that this is maybe a little old-fashioned for some of you, but I love it. I love gold, I love sparkle. Granted, I'd much rather have a natural wreath, not wreath, garland, but I'm allergic, so I can't. It's just how it looks from the bottom of the stairs. I really, really love it. I'm so happy to have that buttoned up for today. Okay, so I thought I'd stand here because I've got my big tree here. It actually looks better on camera without the lights on. But I really wanted to show you guys my Christmas cactus. It's actually a Thanksgiving cactus. It's about done now, but it's been so nice to have that little bit of that little bit of colour. It's been lovely. That's probably going to be it for today, for the bits that I'm doing today. So I've got the kitchen done, I've got the garland finished. Very, very happy to have that kind of buttoned up. But there's just one little thing that I want to show you. We're really early, so basically look at my gorgeous amaryllis. Oh, I can't get her into. There we go. Look how beautiful she is. I can't remember what type she is, but she's so pretty there. Oh, I've got another one opening as well. I bought it, basically I ordered my amaryllis like I normally do in the summer, and they usually come kind of early September, late September maximum. And the company that I order them from, who are usually really, really good, were like, okay, there's been a delay. And I'm like, okay, well, that's fine. I don't put my amaryllis in until my birthday on the 1st of November anyway. And it was getting closer and closer and closer. And I thought, oh my God, I'm not going to have my baubles on the brain. I'm not going to have my bulbs here in time. So I ended up going to B&M and I bought this one that's flowering now. And when I got it home, I checked on the bulb and it was already sprouted. It was already kind of an inch or two tall. And I thought, I'm going to have to get it into some soil or we're going to have an issue, because it was growing wonky as well. So I put it in and it's going for it. It's already flowering. My other amaryllis bulbs, as you might have seen on the shorts on my other channel, and I think I put it on this one as well, are in. They're doing okay. They are coming up. I'll show you them. I don't know if you'll be able to see them through the neck curtain. Let's have a look. There we go. So I've got two that are growing pretty well. A couple of inches on those already. This one's a little bit of a slow starter. And normally I would despair, but last year I had a slow starter and it caught up, no problem. Once it started coming up, it bolted up and it went really, really quickly. So yeah, I think we're going to be all right for Christmas blooms, but certainly I've got a lovely early one, which is really nice. Excuse the state of the place. I am filming currently a Christmas, well, like a Christmas, post-Christmas decorating, let's call it that. Post-Christmas decorating cleanup for my other channel, my cleaning channel. And that will be going up once I finish putting all of the decorations up. I'm kind of cleaning as I'm going and I'm filming it. But yeah, I'm really, really happy. Ooh, too close to the window. I'm really, really happy to have all those bits done today. I'm going to settle down now and I'm going to continue. I'm rewatching Poldark. I love Poldark. But do you know when you get spoilers to anyone who hasn't seen it yet and wants to watch it, just click away for a few minutes. Are we good? Okay, so I'm at the part where Ross is about to cheat on Demelza. It breaks me every single time. I love Poldark, but I could... It makes me so angry and so sad at the same time. So I'm going to get that over and done with today. I'm going to have a nice cup of tea, something to eat, and watch that awful episode. And then I'm going to go to work. But like I said earlier in the video, from tomorrow, I am off for 4 days. So I'm going to get my butt back up into the loft, which I've been avoiding like the plague because there is a spider up there the size of a block of flats. And I swear the thing... Did you ever see 8-Legged Freaks? Any of you who have seen 8-Legged Freaks, the spiders are enormous and they giggle. And I swear to God, this thing must giggle every time I go up into the loft because it makes a point of jumping out on me and scaring at me. But it's too big to catch and trap and throw out, so it lives up there. Really, it needs a name, therefore it might not be so scary. Spider names down below, please. And then he might not be so scary, or she. I think maybe, I think female house spiders are supposed to be bigger, aren't they, than the boys. I wonder if it's maybe a female up there. So, unisex spider names, please, for the spiders so it's not so scary. But I'm going to get up there. I'm going to get the bits down to finish decorating the lounge, to start decorating the bedroom. And I think that will be the kind of Vlogmas bits for next week. I'm going to leave this one here, I think. I know it's only 3 days, but I have started halfway through a week. So I'll pop this up now as it is. So like a 3-day Vlogmas beginner video, and then I'll pick it up next week. We'll get the rest of the areas of the house decorated, and then I finally get to do a festive house tour, which is a video I have been looking forward to making for about 3 years now. I've been on and off filming on my other channel for 3 years. It became just kind of like a cleaning channel, which is why I now have this one as well, for all the other bits. And I've been looking forward to doing one for years, but it's never been just how I want it. This is the first year where it's going to be just how I want it, everything where I want it, how I want it, when I want it, why I want it. And it's going to be lovely. I can't wait to show you all my little festive house tour. So that'll do it for this week's Vlogmas, and I will catch you next week for Vlogmas round 2. See you later, guys. Bye.